Take it away, Brago.
Sigh!
Let's go! Yeah. So, this latest chapter came out. It's the first one of the year. It's some good stuff. I feel like Oda really pulled back the pacing a little bit, just to remind us like what's going on, wrap some things up with the flashback. But we are back in current day by the end of the chapter. And with it, I think we now have to ask a lot of questions, right? Like, what are you expecting to see next chapter?
More than anything, I just want a Loki showcase. I want more Loki.
Okay.
I do think we get some reaction to Loki's attack, maybe some exposition. I would like for even more different characters to show up, maybe something like the Draugr, and then Loki transforms and Oda gives us the box with his devil fruit. I think that'd be dope.
Oh my God.
I'm asking for a lot, but I just want some more Loki.
You're asking for a Loki's devil fruit in the next chapter? That's crazy. Oda's going to wait like 50 more chapters for that one.
Maybe, because at this point, or he may wait until Loki's fighting against because we predict that Loki could be fighting against Dorian Brogy. So, maybe transforms then.
Yeah. So Loki versus Dorian Brogy, is that your final matchup right there?
Yeah, that's the only one that makes sense because they got bigger, right? It's two of them. What a better way to showcase Loki's strength. So, yeah.
So you're taking away Usopp's opponents. That's crazy.
Oh, you think Usopp fights Dorian Brogy?
Yeah, hey, I know it's crazy. I think Usopp might fight them. If Usopp were to get like a matchup, I feel like Dorian Brogy would be like the only people, minus Killingham, that kind of fits. Because those are his masters, Like,
can Usopp fight the Nyaban brothers right now? By himself?
Yeah, dude, he could whoop them. The Pop Greens? Come on. Like, you got to think about the Elbaf soil, right?
Okay.
Elbaf soil might spawn better, stronger Pop Greens.
I don't know. I think for me, I would like for Usopp to just have a moment, right? Like a moment. I don't need Usopp to fight the strongest characters or to be, Zoro or anything. Usopp, just maybe for 1 second, he's controlling Ragnir or something. That's it. And I'm good.
But here's the thing. He controls Ragnir. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I like it. But who does he control it against? It's got to be Dorian Brogy. Because, because everybody's saying, Usopp uses Ragnir. It's like, okay, but who, though? Who does he use it against?
What would be the biggest moment for Usopp? Like, what would give him the most, I guess, fulfillment? And where fans would feel like we finally got our Usopp moment.
Huh. You'd be against Imu. Okay, if we're talking like the highest scale Usopp could go to here in Elbaf, it would have to be against Imu. Or maybe Killingham. Maybe, Usopp puts Killingham down and all the nightmares disappear.
Like you said, I think Dorian Brogy is probably like the best.
Okay,
the best possible.
You heard Imu and you're like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe Dorian Brogy's not so bad after all.
You talking about like Gunkmu?
Yeah, Gunkmu.
I feel like, it's crazy? I feel like we're trying to like find a moment for Usopp when maybe there isn't one. Maybe there's nothing there for Usopp.
No, there's gonna be something. You gotta believe in it, man. Like, I don't like Usopp, but he's gonna get something. Like, so where would you rather have him? What plot point are you willing to sacrifice for God Usopp?
I'd rather sacrifice Loki because I think Loki has the facilities for amazing things in the future. So we don't need Loki to go all out here. But we can have a combination attack with Loki and Usopp, right? Where Loki recognizes Usopp's strength in whatever way. And then Usopp somehow, and then we get Loki and Usopp versus Dorian Brogy. And Usopp is recognized as a great warrior by who we feel like could be the greatest warrior today. Maybe not today, but one of the greatest warriors. An all-time great already in Loki. So if he gets acknowledged by Loki and then he helps him take down Dorian Brogy, like his guys, maybe even he gets acknowledged by Imu.
Oh, they don't call him God for no reason. I see now.
Is this what was that in Elbaf those years ago?
Dude, imagine Imu sees Usopp, and he's like, wait, that nose! It can't be!
Is that what took down Harold?
Yeah, no. He has like a Void Century flashback. There's gonna be like a parallel to Joy Boy, like a Nose Boy or something. It's like, oh my god, is that Nose Boy? No, it's just it's Usopp.
I like Usopp, right? I'm with the guys.
You hate him,
dude. Usopp Hive.
You keep on saying that I like Usopp, but every chance you get, you just slander him.
I'm with the Usopp Hive, man. I'm with the Usopp Hive where it's like I want something good to happen for him. It's just like feel good moments because it's like he hasn't had much since Just Rosa.
Yeah.
Right? That's been his best moment. Even that was a fluke. So yeah, whatever it is you feel like could give him a moment, let's do it. Why not?
Let's just give it to him. It's like pity points.
Pity points? I guess so. But yeah, what's wrong with pity points?
Nothing's wrong with it. Yeah, that's how I see it too. It's just his arc, man. He's gonna get something.
I think
one good moment.
Yeah.
So what are your matchups right now? So you're saying Loki, Usopp versus Dory Brogy. I agree. But as far as like Sanji and Zoro goes, who do you think they're gonna fight against here in this arc? Where are you?
Zoro versus Killingham.
Okay.
Then we have Sanji versus Summers.
Okay.
Luffy versus Gunkmu. Loki versus Dorian Brogy. Maybe Loki and Usopp versus Dorian Brogy. And that's about it, right? I think things get
I say so.
thrown a bit out of whack if Shamrock comes back or something like that, but as of right now, I think those are the safe matchups, because I don't think Elbaf is is going to be or has to be one of those large villain arcs, right? Again, we already have Imu, right? Basically here, but it's not Imu's real form. So you already have like the big bad, right? We're going to have our sentimental moments with Brook and Gunko. Once that is over, maybe Gunko dies, maybe not, who knows? We have our feeling of the big bad being here, but I think the payoff for Elbaf is not going to be who we beat here. I think it's going to be Usopp getting a moment probably, and then the information we get for the next arc, because we got the, what Oda basically talked about, our Jump Festa message, basically implying that Laughtale is the next island.
It's on the horizon, man.
I feel like I don't think that makes sense.
I mean, so Oda in his Jump Festa message said that we're going to go to the island that only the Pirate King has ever reached. That is the Laughtale, but it's also Lodestar. Because when the Roger Pirates hit Lodestar, that's how they described it. Like, only the Roger Pirates made it there, which is kind of crazy. Like, it's really just by following the log pose. It's not, like, impossible to get to.
It's just nobody cared.
Yeah, nobody really cares to go.
That's why Roger's one of a kind, because he cared about, like, traversing the entire world and finding... It's the people that... We have people that play video games, and they just care about finishing
He's a completionist.
Then you got people that they want to complete every aspect of the game, right? Every objective, collect every artifact. There are people like that, But those people are not the majority. So,
yeah, I heard somebody say it, and it's so funny. But it's true. Yeah. Like, Roger is famous for discovering a treasure that nobody else even knew existed. And nobody else was really going after.
Yeah, essentially. But the thing is, like, what makes it good is like it's something that nobody knew existed, but now everybody wants. Right? It's almost like if you discover
curiosity, man. It's like, what the hell is it?
If you discover like something like where you can't age, like an elixir, right? It's like nobody's looking for that necessarily, but now that it's there, it's like everybody wants it, right? And of course, whomever discovers it is going to be like, man, he's the greatest ever.
Yeah, but also, what if he made it up? Like, is there any proof that Roger actually found something called the One Piece? Because I could say that too. Like, if I was in the One Piece world, like, I'm not trying to slander Roger, but I could easily say, hey guys, I found the Fountain of Youth. Would people just have to believe me, like, off of face value, just popularity? Like, oh, like, surely the great pirate Sai wouldn't lie.
I think it's more like word of mouth. You know, like this is a different anime, Hell's Paradise, where it's like, oh, we hear about blah blah blah, and this is there, so let's go see if it's there. And I think for like, remember when Roger became the Pirate King? It was like big news, right? Where of course we got to also factor in Big News Morgan and his influence.
Yeah.
Where it's just like how information travels, where it's like, okay, Roger made it to somewhere that nobody ever made it to. And then One Piece is funny in the way that like information gets out where like randomly there's somebody here that sees Roger go past a place nobody's ever gone past. Could be a waterfall or some shit. Then they tell somebody else and tell somebody else and somebody calls Big News. And it's like, it becomes a spectacle. And then, you know, now everybody knows about it. So I think in general you should question everything you hear in One Piece because that's just how the world is, you know, made up. But Roger named it though, right? He named the One Piece.
Yeah, he named it. Unless like, you know, there's like a label that said this is the One Piece. I think Roger just created this shit, bro. Like,
and then remember, but the thing is, it's funny because the people created the Pirate King thing.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like, yeah, you know, they're calling me like Gold Roger now. You know, that's not even my name, dude.
So
I'm
it's just
a Pirate
like
King now too. Jeez.
It's just that word of mouth, man. I think that's what makes the One Piece world like fantastic, and that's why we shouldn't look at the One Piece world as static because information is always traveling, it's always changing. It could be true, it might not. Just question everything. But you know,
I like that. Yeah. You know, it sounds like Roger slander, but it's like genuine curiosity. Like, man, how did this even happen?
But I think that's how we are in general, right? Like, even in the real world, when we see somebody that's like fantastic, you're like, is he really that fantastic? Or like, I saw this kid that I think he's like 19 or 20, and he's like insanely built. I forgot his name, but he's like a natty.
Dude, there's a lot of kids like that where like they're just work, and now it's like, fuck, dude, what am I doing?
And now slacking. But a lot of people now are like, they're not natural. They take supplements. There's no way, right? Because it's like, it's one of those things, especially when it's greatness, people are like, no, it's not real. I don't believe it. So I think it's natural for a lot of people to be like, Pirate King, I don't know.
Yeah, who cares about that?
I'm surprised we don't have more focus on an anti-Pirate King faction. I mean, I guess that's the world government, but like...
the anti-Pirate King faction? What would that be?
I like a group of people that don't believe that Roger's actually the Pirate King, and they don't believe that One Piece exists.
To be fair, there are people who didn't like Roger, though. Like, in Ace's flashback, they're like, F that guy Roger, he's the worst. It's like, maybe they don't believe it. Like,
well, I'm like,
a
cult coming together just anti-everything Roger because of what he stood for. And again, you have to find the One Piece. How do you even get there? Who's ever seen it? Do we believe his pirate crew? They're a band of thieves.
That is true, man. Like, if they had the internet in the world of One Piece, you know, people would be like going crazy about that one. Like, dude,
like, who is it?
Like, Roger is so fake. This is a government conspiracy.
Somebody should interview Buggy or Shanks or like one of those people that were on the crew. Because now apparently, because with the flashback, we find out that the God Knights, they're going after Shanks a lot on Roger's crew. So apparently, it's known enough that Shanks is on Roger's crew. So I don't know, man.
I don't know. You tell me, is it real? I wonder who like spread it. Like, who spread the rumor of the One Piece in the first place? Because was it Roger? Like, did Roger go around saying, "Hey guys, I found this really crazy treasure called the One Piece"? Maybe there's like something Buggy did.
I would assume what happened was they found the One Piece. They get back to the nearest island, the nearest bar. They're celebrating, having a good time. Roger talks to like the, you know, maybe the bartender. Oh, well, Roger, what's going on? Why are you guys so happy? Well, we just went to Laughtale and we found the One Piece. I guess they would call you the Pirate King, huh? You know, and then it just
stuck.
It just travels.
Damn.
You know, just one of those like random situations. I guess that's how I see it.
And then plus, like, okay, for Luffy, I'm assuming Laughtale is going to be like a, you know, people might not like this. It might be like a battle royale where like there's a lot of people that go to Laughtale after Luffy and they see that Luffy claims the One Piece. But let's say that's not the case. Let's say Luffy's the only one that goes there, him and the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Would Luffy go around gloating? Like, hey, I found the One Piece, guys. I'm the Pirate King now. Like, he doesn't seem like the type of guy that would do that. So somebody else would have to do it instead.
Usopp would, not Luffy.
Okay, so Usopp goes around saying, hey, we did it.
But the thing is, I wonder if Usopp still has the the stigma of being a liar, so that nobody believes it.
Oh my god, that'd be the worst. No, Usopp's like the one guy you don't want saying that shit, man. Nobody believe it.
But no, I don't think Luffy would, because I don't think Luffy even cares as much. He doesn't care about what it actually is.
He doesn't care what it is.
Luffy wants what's connected to the Pirate King title, like being, because essentially if you're the Pirate King, that it equates to being the freest on the seas. We don't actually know what his dream is, but like that's one of his goals because of what it means. So, Luffy would not gloat about it at all. At all. Like, no. That's
chance.
why I think, you know who would gloat though? Who? Other than Usopp and Luffy?
Barto.
Buggy. But Buggy would say he's the Pirate King.
Yeah, I was gonna say Buggy wouldn't say it for Luffy though. Yeah.
But I do think Buggy's gonna be there, bro.
No, like I said, I think a lot of people are gonna be at Laughtale. I don't think it's just gonna be like, you know, Luffy and Buggy even. I feel like there's gonna be more people there in general.
Could it be another thing like Wano where it's like a 3-way crown?
I don't think it's gonna be a 3-way thing. I think Luffy's gonna be the undisputed Pirate King. I just think there's gonna be multiple people there contesting it.
Here's why I say that. Because I think because Roger was the Pirate King already, at this point, if Luffy becomes the Pirate King, it's much ado about nothing. Because it's like, okay, Roger already did it. How can Luffy supersede that? I think if anything, this goes back to Blackbeard and his goal, where Blackbeard goes after the world and Blackbeard takes down Imu. Because I don't know, bro. Like, if Blackbeard takes down Imu and Luffy doesn't, I'm not as bothered. Unless, like, Blackbeard can assimilate with Imu and then can get Imu's powers.
That'd be crazy.
Then, you know, then it's like, you know, it's more impact there, I think. But I don't care I really don't care if Blackbeard's want to take down Imu. Actually, I think it's more poetic if Blackbeard does it, as opposed to Luffy, considering Rox's threat. Where it's like, I'll be back, and then he comes back, and let's say we believe the fact that Rox is a part of Blackbeard and someone he's still alive within Blackbeard, and he does come back and he takes down Imu. Now Luffy has to go to Laughtale, then he goes to Marijoa to take down the king of the world, because that's what Blackbeard is proclaiming himself as. And the world kind of sinks into like this, maybe this like this crazy state for like a month while Luffy and him make it back to Marijoa.
Honestly, I wouldn't hate it. You know, I really do. I think Oda's done a really good job with this, with all the factions in One Piece, where, let's get wacky. If the Big Mom Pirates with Katakuri took down Imu, I wouldn't hate it. As long as the fights are good, yeah.
That would be crazy.
The story in One Piece is so grand, where we spent the past 20 weeks without the Straw Hats at all. And I don't mind it. You know, we had the Rocks Pirates, we had the Roger Pirates, we had Garp and his gang, the God Knights, and I was like, yeah, I had a lot of fun, even without the Straw Hats.
I think I would need like a level of character. Like, I would hate it if Katakuri and him, like, I wouldn't hate if they participated because of everything that transpired. Like, let's say it's against Blackbeard. Like, Blackbeard's now the king of the world. Fan? I think I might be like a top 5 Katakuri fan in One Piece, in the One Piece fandom. But I realistically, my guy has limitations, right? And so if he had Kaido's Devil Fruit, maybe, right? If he had Kaido's Devil, but as he is now, no, no. Again, him going against Blackbeard because he went after Pudding and he's a part of the whole thing, kind of like how he was in Film Red. I think that's appropriate. But him being, you know, the leader of this and taking, no, I would hate that. I need some level of cachet, more cachet. Maybe even Akainu,
like
Dragon,
something that makes sense even.
Yeah, Blackbeard, that level to kind of take down Imu. I really love the idea of Blackbeard taking down Imu, then Luffy coming and taking down Blackbeard after he assimilates with Imu and getting Imu's Devil Fruit or something. That would be fantastic.
I think the main reason right now why I agree with you is because Luffy and Imu haven't really like interacted much.
No.
Whereas Blackbeard, like you said, he has like the reasoning. Like, he killed his dad, killed the clan. But for Luffy, it's like Imu's just another random bad guy, you know? For now.
Yeah. Blackbeard has reasoning for Imu and Luffy has reasoning for Blackbeard. So it's like you can connect all three if Blackbeard just does it first. So I think that'd be more impactful. Like, as much as we see Imu as the final villain, there's not a lot of emotional investment as it is with Blackbeard.
Yeah. Unless Luffy learns about like the Void Century and he really cares. Like right now, it's kind of just like, huh? How are we gonna get there?
You
don't think he's gonna care?
I struggle to see a world where Luffy cares about the Void Century, where it's like, oh well, in the past, I don't care. That has anything to do with me.
I mean, hell, even with this flashback, Luffy didn't really say much. He was like, "Hey, time to see Loki fight."
Yeah, he does like that. Doesn't matter to
about
him,
King
bro.
Harold, dude.
Right. King Harold, rocks, none of that. He was just like, Loki, you can fight now. Let's get it.
Let's do it, man.
You know, is that holding Luffy back? Like, is Luffy the greatest MC in anime history?
In anime history, I don't know. Out of the big three, he's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even like including Dragon Ball, I do like Luffy more than Goku, Deku, Naruto, and Ichigo. I still like the other guys for different reasons, but I think out of all like the long running shonen, Luffy's my favorite. If you're bringing in like 24 episode anime, maybe not.
Yeah,
but,
once we get to
because it's hard to compare like Luffy, who's had 1,000 episodes, to a guy who's had like 30 episodes. You know what I mean? So I usually don't like when people ask for my favorite anime, I don't include One Piece because it's such an anomaly. It's like I don't know if I can include like something that has like so much of an advantage over other anime. Especially when other anime don't try to go like that hard.
If you include One Piece, who would be your favorite MC? Is it Luffy still?
I don't think so. I'd have to think about that one.
That's a tougher one because when I think about like MCs, it's like, do we go to Frieren?
Yeah, you go to like Frieren, Mao Mao,
Hinata
from Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Okay. Kuroko from Kuroko Basket.
You don't think Hinata's dope?
I'm not the biggest Hinata fan, no. I respect it though. I don't hate Hinata. I think he's fine. He's just like not my favorite MC.
Well, I mean,
actually, when I think of Haikyuu, I'm a bigger fan of Inari High. I don't know how far you got, but the Fox brothers, I really like them. Samu and Osamu.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I like those guys a lot.
Who's my
Just their vibes, man. Oh, and then Oikawa. Oikawa was my goat, actually, now that I think about it.
Oikawa's my favorite character.
Oikawa was so good. Such a tragic character, man. What, he was just like Mr. Mundane. He's essentially the Rock Lee of the series. He just said, yeah, I got nothing, man, except for hard work.
I love Oikawa.
So good.
I did love what's his name too.
Ushijima?
Yes.
Dude, he was like the Kaido of the series, man. The most powerful spikes. Yeah, Ushijima.
One of my favorite moments. I mean, that's a lot of people's favorite moment. From the concrete.
Yeah. And then the scene where like they're in their final set and Ushijima's like pushing them all down and they're all rising up one by one.
Well, that's a
so
fantastic
cheesy.
scene.
It's so cheesy, but I love it.
It's so good. It's so good.
So good.
I'm talking about the scene where when he first meets Ushijima.
Oh, and they jump up.
Yeah.
Like
he
catches
it.
Yeah, he catches the pass. Yeah.
And like it's like a moment where like Hinata's saying, "I'm here."
No, I mean, I've told you about this before. That's like Kuroko no Basket when Kagami awakens and all the Generation of Miracles feel it from across the world. Yeah. Another person is entering the zone.
You win this Kuroko no Basket, bro.
It's good.
I gotta watch it to see if it is what you say it is,
dude. It's amazing.
If you say so, man. Like I said, I didn't watch that much of it, but from what I watched, I wasn't impressed. But that was just like 10 episodes.
Yeah, you gotta watch more.
I'm gonna complete it. I will complete it because a lot of people are saying, "Yo, you just gotta get past a lot of the stuff. It makes more sense going forward." But
you gotta get past season 1 because they have like a little great character development. It's some good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many good animes with great MCs. It's hard to compare Luffy to other people. But like I said, out of the big shonen, I'd say Luffy's my favorite.
I think, yeah. Luffy's my favorite MC out of the big three. I had a stretch where I really liked Eren. I would say Ichigo is the easiest to vibe with.
He has aura. I think Ichigo has the best fits out of the MCs.
He's the easiest
it's just
to
that he's
vibe
so bland.
He's just he's a high school kid, right? It's just like it's not much to Ichigo, but I think he's fine. So I don't mind Ichigo at all. Bankai.
Yeah, the Bankai's cool.
You're talking about Getsuga Tensho?
Yeah, I like it. And it's like Final Form's cool too. The Hollow Mask. Like Ichigo has like the best fighting style. I think he has my favorite out of all the MCs.
He just swings a sword and uses Getsuga Tensho every time.
Okay, hear me out. I like the swords though. You know, it's a cool sword.
I think the best fighting style. Luffy's pretty awesome though.
Luffy's awesome. I'm just not the biggest fan of Gear 5, you know, comparative to like the next guy, I'd say. Like Gear 5 isn't bad. It's just like, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but you know, I do like the quote tension of certain fights. I feel like Gear 5 kind of takes it out right now. I feel like it'll change later. So I'm not like too worried about it. It doesn't like alter my opinion too much, but yeah.
I don't love Gear 5.
Yeah.
I love it more in the anime, for sure. But I think an aspect of Gear 5 that I appreciate is, I guess, how creative Oda can be.
Yeah.
With it. But, you know, I think in general, fighting style, I mean, I'm thinking about Naruto's as well.
Rasengan clones. I think Naruto has the best choreography because I really like how he, you know, when he's just down doing taijutsu, I think that's awesome. And then Goku's kind of just Goku. I don't know.
Goku's fantastic in Dragon Ball and early Dragon Ball Z. The best fighting style, I think Ichigo is the most aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I think that's why I vibe with Ichigo's. It's like, yeah, it's aesthetics.
Yeah, he's the most aesthetically pleasing, but I would say, I'd probably put Luffy. Because I think what gets underestimated is how good pre-time skip Luffy is as far as creativity. And I can't forget how Gear 2nd made me feel, bro.
No, yeah, okay. That's my thing.
Yeah.
If I wasn't including Gear 5th, I think Luffy would be my favorite.
Oh, damn, you hate Gear 5th a lot.
Okay, shut up. I don't hate Gear 5th. I'm just saying I don't like it as much as the next guy. Like that's why I think I'm already looking forward to like Gear 6 or Luffy like learning more about his ability. I hope Gear 5th isn't where he stops. I hope Luffy goes higher than Gear 5th.
So you think a Gear 6 is coming?
Yeah, I think Gear 6 is coming. Or like something, you know, above Gear 5th that we've seen.
Yeah, I think if anything, Oda expands upon Gear 5. But as far as a Gear 6, it's just like, what else? Like, what's left? You know what I mean? Like, where else do you go? Do you go like the edgy route where Luffy gets like dark hair and bangs? And,
Gear Death, man. You know? It's coming. Gear Death. Gear Death.
I just think Oda's gotten to a point now where it's like he has to... he kind of has to just expand upon Gear 5 because he's kind of leaned into it, if that makes sense. Like he's leaned into Gear 5 too much to, I guess to
drop it
and go away to something even more serious. Unless he gets to the point where he's like, all right, I don't even like Gear 5 that much anymore.
I think Gear 6 will be goofy still. I feel like the appearance will be different. One way we could do it, I think we got a good hint with the Mother Flame. Like when we saw the Mother Flame, it was purple. That's the official coloring. And It's funny because like Luffy, whenever he goes Gear 5th, his main color scheme is white and purple. I feel like Gear 6 will have the purple take over.
So like a Natsu eating the
ethereal flame.
The ethereal flame.
Oh God, dude, the ethereal. I cannot believe that stupid ass theory was true. You know how insane that was? One of the most popular theories was, END is just ethereal dragon Natsu. And then we come to find out like chapters later, that's true. That is like, I don't know. This is one of those times where it's like, maybe the theory shouldn't be true. You know what I mean?
I was kind of hyped. I'm not going to lie.
It's not there. You were
I was kind of hyped. I was kind of hyped when you found out Natsu was END. I was like, okay. all right.
Yeah.
Because, bro, at that point, Fairy Tail had just run its course where it's just like, it's so much crazy shit.
We're just fucking around now.
Like, all right, man,
Okay.
whatever.
If you don't take Fairy Tail seriously, it's fine.
Fuck it. Natsu Z and D. That might spoil it for a lot of people, but you know.
We're doing you a favor. If you don't have to watch Fairy Tail, then just thank us. We took the bullet for
Fairy
you.
Tail is a good time, all right? If you want to go watch Fairy Tail and have a great time with it, go do it. I'll say this, Fairy Tail's cast can stack up with any anime. The cast is great. But how the cast is utilized?
Dude, you're a different person. 2026 Braga's fucking crazy.
You don't think the cast can stack up to a lot of people, to a lot of anime? Like, think about the cast of Fairy Tail, from Laxus to Natsu to Gray, Erza, Gajil, Juvia, Elfman, Gildarts, Blue Note, Acnologia, Jalal, Mistogun.
No, I don't like alternate dimension, Jalal. Yeah, no, I'm good, man.
Oh my god!
Hey, like I said, whenever we're doing Fairy Tail, more Fairy Tail for you. more Fairy Tail for you, Brago. I'm not here to steal your enjoyment. It's you can like it, man. You know, it's like I feel like a parent. Whenever their kid comes home and they're like, 6'7", I'm like, oh, hey, it's all you, man.
You gotta do it though.
It's not my thing.
Nah,
Have fun.
I think.
Have fun.
Nah, man. Fairy Tail gets a bad rap. I think it's one of the greats.
It gets a bad rap, but you know, you gotta imagine it comes from somewhere. It's like a stereotype, right? Yeah, sure, a stereotype's harmful, but they come from
real.
somewhere. There's a reason why the stereotype exists.
It's real. Nah, you're right.
It didn't spawn out of thin air.
The stereotype is 1000% real, but you know, it's I think what happens is, like, over time, you know, that it just gets worse and worse, and people talk about Fairy Tail that never have even seen Fairy Tail, like, oh man, I heard that's dog shit.
Yeah, they just watch our videos and like, I'm never gonna watch it.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Essentially. I'm like, nah.
Like I said, we took the bullet for you guys.
Give it a shot.
So speaking of taking bullets, you haven't watched it yet, but I started Welcome to Derry because a lot of people in the comment section have been telling us to watch it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, man. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to spoil anything except for like why Pennywise is here. It's hilarious. Like, just seeing all the different plot points converge on Pennywise it's so funny because they involve like the US military.
I've heard nothing but great things about Welcome to Derry. People have said that it's one of the best shows from last year.
Yeah,
technically, right? So, I'm excited to watch it. I think it's just I got a lot to watch, but it's one of those that I want to binge. Right? I want to sit down and pretty much binge the entire season. So it might happen sooner than later. Have you seen the entire thing? Or have you seen like a few episodes?
I'm on episode 4, so I'm like halfway through because there's only 8.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard only great things.
They kind of tell you this right away, so it's not a big spoiler, but essentially the US wants to militarize Pennywise.
What the hell?
Yeah, we want to use him in war. Like, and I just thought that was such a funny concept. Like, imagine, like, I think it's like they want to send Pennywise to Cuba, and it's like, damn, dude, like, imagine that. Like, you're just a random Cuban, and then all of a sudden, here comes fucking Pennywise, the clown, just killing all your people. Like, that's so funny.
That sounds a lot like the U.S. government, so.
I mean, if you could weaponize Pennywise, why wouldn't you? It's just, I just feel like it's impossible. I don't know if it happens or not, but, you know, it's just like, that plot point just really makes me cackle.
I just imagine Trump sending Pennywise to Venezuela.
I mean, hell, dude. If you could use Pennywise, why wouldn't you? At that point.
Yeah, if you got a Pennywise, you know. It's like the Avengers, like, you got that, but we have a Pennywise.
Yeah. We paid his pensions. He loves us.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I gotta watch this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make it.
Oh, is that what sold you? Just the fact that the U.S. Army wants them? You're like, well,
I gotta see what this is about.
Gotta check it out now.
I gotta see what this one is about.
I will say one thing that's really impressive about the show is that generally in shows and movies that are horror themed, you don't get a lot of like scares because, you know, it blows the budget. with how like, with how much they got to do. But I feel like Welcome to Derry, they're not afraid of that. Like, I'm always shocked whenever like a new scare or scenario pops up, because I'm like, man, that must have costed them a lot of money, and they're just throwing these in everywhere. Like, it's actually pretty decent quality too. So back to One Piece for a second, because I forgot, this is a One Piece video. But Brago, how do you feel about Shamrock versus Loki? Because that's a big thing being brought up nowadays again. Now that we see how strong Loki is, we kind of go back to the Shamrock line, where Shamrock was beating the hell out of Loki with Gunko, and Loki was like, hey, once I'm unchained, I'm gonna get you. And then Shamrock did say, even if you were unchained, we're just gonna add that in, the results would still be the same. Do you think Shamrock was capping? Do you think he was lying? Or no, do you think Shamrock actually is that guy and he could beat Loki unchained?
All right. I think we look at Shanks' growth. And if you believe that Shanks did beat Loki 1v1, it's not crazy for Shamrock to put it's not crazy to put Shamrock on Shanks' level. At this point, I don't think Shamrock is stronger than Loki. I don't. It's easy to say that when somebody's
Loki
tied up.
Would win?
Yeah. At this point, I'd struggle to put 5 characters ahead of Loki in today's One Piece.
Damn.
That'd be tough. Like 5 characters?
It's crazy because we haven't even seen Loki really fight yet, too.
No. And so, like, obviously you have the obvious, I think, like with Shanks, Mihawk, Akainu, Dragon.
Yeah. So you're not willing to put Shamrock up there?
No, I gotta see more from Shamrock. I'm not just gonna put him up there. I'm gonna give him credit and credence for being Shanks' brother, but I'm not just gonna put him up there just because he's Shanks' brother. No, I gotta see it, bro. And then we've seen your dad in action too, so.
Yeah, Garling has done the Fagarlands no real favors yet. Maybe he's stronger now though as the Geoise member. He's gonna get that yokai transformation.
Maybe he should. I mean, that's how I felt, right? That's how I felt.
That's the hope, right? The hope is that Garling is a lot stronger nowadays.
Well, when he said a lot stronger, where was he before he was a Geoise for you? Versus where is he now?
I mean, I don't think he was bad. Like, it's one of those things where, like, yes, he's losing to Roxy Zabek. He's losing to Roger and Garp and all these guys, but those are monsters. He's just the weakest out of all the monsters so far. So I don't think he was like necessarily bad. He just wasn't performing super well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't think Garling is as bad as people say, but we got to see something. At some point, we got to see something. So I think in general, for Garling, how he walked in with all the other Geoise, it felt like he was kind of taking over as like the leader of those guys. So I'd put Garling up there in the top 10 as well.
Okay.
Maybe. But we got to see something.
Yeah, I got to see something more.
But right now it's Loki season, so it's hard to put Shamrock over Loki season. If we see something from Shamrock, right? Like we see Shamrock pull out like Advanced Conquerors and do something crazy, then maybe it might, but Loki has too much, bro. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, he has a legendary devil fruit, man.
Nah, it's too much there, bro. It's too much there. You can't deny it.
The next question I have for you is the lightning ability that Loki used when we first saw him. Is that from Ragnir or is that Loki's power?
I think it's Ragnir. I don't think we see Loki's abilities until we see him transform, and that's how Oda kind of brings it all together. I think it could be a situation where they're connected, right? Where like because he has the devil fruit, you can use different elements with Ragnir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like a tandem in that case. So when he's fully transformed, he can use different elements from different realms or whatever. But, for Ragnir, maybe Ragnir on its own can't even use Niflheim or whatever it was. But like with Loki having the devil fruit, it can bring out the power of Ragnir. Something like that.
Yeah, I guess it would kind of be like how when Loki is fighting Ragnir in the castle, it wasn't really doing too much.
No.
But now that Loki's wielding it, we have lightning, we have, the ice powers. Yeah.
So it's like it's a tandem. You need that devil fruit to bring out the best of Ragnir. So that's, maybe Ragnir is what Rox was talking about. But it's like they're one and the same. It's like it works in tandem perfectly with the devil fruit. So
Ragnir is being attributed for the lightning and the ice powers. Now it just kind of makes us wonder, like, when Loki whips out his form, what powers will he have? Do you have any idea?
That's crazy because he already has lightning, already has ice. We haven't seen the true form yet. I would say it would probably be just like something like Kaido, where it's like a humanoid like being where he's doing the same things, it's just on a like ethereal level. So like maybe the lightning now is like like stretching. Like maybe it's like an insane wave of lightning now. The ice is on another level. I think it just amplifies what he already does. But maybe it's like more than likely it's a mythical zone.
Like, oh yeah, there's high likelihood for mythical zone. It's
a mythical zone that has maybe a specific element, or maybe it has control over all elements, and then with Ragnir that just amplifies all this control over the elements. So I think that's what it is. Just a humanoid, cool looking mythical transformation.
It would also be cool if Loki just reflects like whatever element he's in. Like, oh, it's cold in Elbaf, changes. So yeah, it changes based on the weather. Like, oh, it's cold in the underworld, so he has frost powers. And then he goes up to the sun realm, and it's like, it's a little bit warmer, so he has fire powers. It's like Eevee.
Or you adjust to the area. So like because it's cold, his form changes to the ice.
Oh yeah, his appearance even changes. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be nuts.
So like that's like I know in Pokemon now, like based on the region, some Pokemon can change forms. So I think even like I think Arcanine is one that changes forms based on the region. So that could be what it is.
Very Pokemon-esque.
So like, no matter what, Loki's never at a disadvantage because he can kind of somewhat change. He's like a chameleon, kind of change with his environment based on who he's fighting against.
It's super broken, but I mean, we already have him like at a broken scale, so why not?
We do. So let's just keep it going.
So current Elbaf, I remember a while back we talked about the Straw Hats getting Domi Reversied. Do you still feel like that might be the case? Like we'll go up to the Sun Realm, Zoro, Sanji, they look good for a little bit, and then boom, Domi Reversi by Imu. What's up?
Well, we were saying that, right? So that we can have like you say both of them? Or one of them?
Both of them, one of them, maybe even like another Straw Hat.
I would like a Straw Hat to get Domi Reversied. I would like the Straw Hat to get Domi Reversied. I wouldn't like both of them to get Domi Reversied because then it's like, I feel like that just, now we're really narrowing down the people who can fight. And so then it leads to more BS. It's almost like when we don't have equal ground or equal footing for both characters, it leads to just underwhelming conclusions, right? So if Zoro and Sanji both get transformed while Scopper is hurt, Scopper can't fight, do we get Loki versus Zoro and Sanji being Domi Reversied? I don't know. That feels off. So I would like for it to be like one of them. Either or, get Domi Reversied. And then, maybe we have them face off against each other. That would like just add to the tension. Maybe Robin gets Domi Reversied because I think she would look really cool considering what her form was. Demonio Fleur, right? And if she gets Domi Reversied, it's just essentially that form. Just a bit amplified. I think that'd look really cool. Brooke, right? We already see the Draugr. Maybe we get Brooke in like, a Domi Reversied form. Just amplified. So I would like to see a Straw Hat definitely get Domi Reversied. Add to the tension. How do we figure it out? So Zoro Sanji, though, if I had to bet, it probably Sanji.
Probably Sanji?
Probably Sanji. Because it's just thematically makes sense. Because Sanji, Devil Leg, Ifrit Jambe, all the different stuff. But now he's actually in demon form. And then, Zoro I can see a speech with Zoro where he's like, "Well, I'm the king of hell" or whatever, you know.
I'm the real king
like,
of hell. Get a load of this, yeah.
I think that could be really cool, you know. But I mean, vice versa works too, you know, where Zoro embodies the king of hell while he's transformed. But I think if there was a chance for us to see Zoro versus Sanji, it's now.
It's like the only real chance, right?
I feel like a lot of people are already over Dome Reversey. I feel like a lot of people are at the point where they're like, all right, okay.
Yeah, because they saw how like easy it was for Rocks to get Domied, so I think that left a bad taste in some people's mouths. Like, oh, dude, like Rocks literally just got no diff by Domi Reversey.
It felt like there was no parameters at all.
Yeah, no parameters really. I mean, I guess Rocks like fought back for a little bit. We don't know if that's because he was like not triggered or Conqueror's Haki. We have no real clue. It's just like, oh yeah, he was fine 1 minute, gone the next.
Yeah, so I think let's get all the Dome Reversing out in Elbaf, and then let's just go from there. But
yeah,
if I had to pick one, I would like for Sanji to get Dome Reversing.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah. What you think?
Sanji Domi. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind like if half the Straw Hats go Domi Reversey, just get all of them out of the way.
What about Luffy getting Dome Reversing?
Maybe not. I feel like Luffy's the one that can't, just because the Nika fruit. I feel like the Nika fruit affords him the ability to escape it.
Yeah, that'd be a bit too much. If Luffy gets Dome Reversing, who's fighting against him?
Yeah, I guess Loki at that point. He becomes the main character. Loki just takes over all the way.
Too much Loki gas. I'm cool.
Yeah. We're cool without that one. As far as Imu, do you think that they're going to be successful here in Elbaf? Will they be able to kidnap the kids, or do you think we'll send them home? Because now that we have like Imu's quote weakness on board, right? The whole thing where you know, you simply just kill one of the god knights and Imu's affected. Could you see a world where we kill Sommers, Gunko, or Killingham, and then Imu has to go home forcefully? Or do you think Imu might actually win here?
It's like, what's the real win? Because they're not going to get the big win because the Straw Hats are here. So what's another small win they can have that could add to like the Straw Hats possibly going to marry Joa or having more motivation to go to marry Joa? Because it's not going to be the big win where like they take over Elbaf and beat the Straw Hats. No, that's not happening. So, I mean, I think about like what they did to Harold. At this point, this is what Loki has been waiting for, right? Like if Loki goes and now, because here's the thing, Luffy's never laid eyes on Imu, but Loki hasn't really either. So Imu sees Loki and Imu might make a statement like, oh, so this is what was able to take down Harold. So you're the one, right? And then Loki may have dialogue like, who are you? It's like, I'm the one that took control of your dad, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe... I don't know, because now maybe it turns into a situation where Brooke is like, oh, wait. You can't hurt her. That's... And then it turns into like, now Luffy has to stop Loki from killing Gunko because remember, Harold died.
Yeah.
After he got taken over. So does Brooke try to protect Gunko?
I think he would, yeah. I mean, maybe that's the reason why they go to the Holy Land. You know, maybe Brooke will ask Luffy, like, hey, I know that girl. Can we save her? And then Luffy, being the guy that he is, Luffy would never say no to, like, a request like that. It's the same thing with Pudding, right? If they knew that Pudding was captured and Sanji asked, like, hey, Luffy, can we go save Pudding? Luffy would say, yeah, sure, let's go. Detour. Which is, I kind of hope that happens, whether it's for Pudding or just anybody else. The Straw Hats have always talked about going on detours. Like, hey, Fishman Island, if you need help, just... give me a call. Hey, Wano, if something happens, just give me a ring. Hey, Grand Fleet, if you run into trouble, let me know. But we've never taken one of those detours yet.
We just need the motivation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just need the motivation to go to marry Joa. And I think as long as you get the motivation, you'll be good. But I think as of right now, there's so many ways in which you can create motivations for the Straw Hats to go to marry Joa, but Gunko would be one of them. But it's like, you know, how does that play out? Does Brooke try to intervene? Does Loki hold back? Which, I mean, like, I feel like Imu is going to be talking crazy to Loki about Harold, so he might lose control. I think that may trigger the transformation. Maybe that's the matchup we get, because I feel like we had our, like, even going into the flashback, we had an idea of how some matchups would go in God Valley. And it didn't even play out that way. So it's just like, I think what we should also factor in is maybe some out-of-the-box matchups in Elbaf. Where like we're saying, oh, Luffy fights. What if Loki fights Imu, right? And then we have Luffy fighting against Dory and Brogy, right? It's like I think we may have to like consider like some things may not play out exactly the way we think.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I wouldn't mind a Luffy Usopp team up for Dory and Brogy. And like you said, Loki goes after Imu for the father stuff.
For the for his dad stuff, or maybe it's like a group fight where it's like it's just all maybe like how it was on the rooftop where we have Imu and Dory and the all the Dormy people against Luffy, Loki, and it's just like a bunch of group stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be cool too.
Man marked by flames. Do you think that they're going to come to Elbaf, or do you think they're simply waiting for us on Lodestar? And I don't know if I ever like really asked, but who do you think it is? Like, do you have like a solid theory right now on who you want the man marked by flames to be?
I would like for it to be somebody that we know, but we don't know.
Who would that be?
I wouldn't.
Because I've heard people saying that too. Like, oh, like I hope it's somebody we've heard about, but we've never seen before. It's like, wait, but who though? Like, because I don't think there's a lot of people left in the story that we just don't know about. Or like we've heard rumors of them, or we've heard them in name but never seen them.
Who's somebody that got burned up? Somebody's marked by flames, or it could be a tat. Maybe it could be a fishman.
Stop.
That maybe has flaming hair, or I don't know.
No way you're saying Barbell.
Oh, I was even thinking of Barbell.
You were saying Barbell, dude.
Man marked by flames. Here's the thing, right? The reason why it's so difficult with the man marked by flames is because of how much is riding on this character. This character is basically holding the keys to Laughtale. Who the fuck is this guy?
And they're not going after Laughtale for themselves either, right? They're just chilling.
They're just holding it, right? They're like just holding it. So it's like either this person is really important, really strong, and really significant, or it's like a troll. And it's going to be somebody that's like, they're just hoarding it because they can. So, I don't know. I think it makes sense for somebody to World Government to hold, to kind of keep the last poneglyph. But if we presume it was in Fishman Island, like who would have access? But then who also has the capability to kind of just not only have a rubbing, they have the actual poneglyph and then move the actual poneglyph. So, I mean, we ruled out Shiki for the most part, right?
That's such a crazy thing, is it not? Like, this person has one of the four, but they specifically have the Fishman Island one.
Yeah, it's like almost the perfect foil and the perfect obstacle that we can't figure out. That's just like, I mean, that goes into like just One Piece, right? Where it's just like, bro, who the fuck? I mean, Oda could just troll, and it could just be someone. I'm like, okay, of course it's that character. But you could introduce a completely new character, give him a backstory, some lore, and boom, boom, boom. So I'll say this, right? I wouldn't mind if it was a former Roger pirate, or I feel for a fact that Scopper knows who it is.
Yeah, Scopper, I think he definitely knows who it is too.
I think Scopper knows for a fact who this man marked by flames is, and he's gonna lead the Straw Hats. He's gonna direct them to it, because I think Scopper either dies or he doesn't leave Elbaf.
He's probably just gonna look at the Straw Hats and be like, "Hey guys, like go see Gagan Maru later."
I think I'd like for him to have a moment with Nami, right? Because she's a navigator, and kind of just like impart some knowledge as far as like, because I mean, more than likely the next island is Lodestar. I don't see it being Laughtale. It just doesn't. It doesn't line up for what I think has to happen before Laughtale, and because unless Shanks is waiting for Luffy at the entrance, because Shanks has to meet Luffy again. That just has to happen, right? So I think Lodestar makes the most sense. Scopper tells Nami about where somebody is. It's difficult to get there. They finally get there. Then there's this random guy that it's a man marked by flames, and then I think that man could probably tell us what the D is.
Oh my god, this guy's just gonna be a lore dump.
Yep, lore dump. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's how people feel about another character like Arouge, right? Like, oh, the
my
last
God.
supernova, what he's gonna do? And it's like, well, I mean, he's probably just gonna be a lore dump, to be honest.
Oh, Arouge.
He's gonna be like the biggest lore dump we're ever gonna get in One Piece. I feel it, man.
We've seen the likes of Loki, bro. Like, there's nothing that Arouge can do that's gonna scare us. So he has to be an ally or a lore dump or like a significant character that plays a role in. I mean, it's only lore. Like, what else can he do? He can't beat
What else
us.
can he do?
He can't beat us. He can't join us. All you can do is help us, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
what-
he knows about the Sun
Sorry.
God. Maybe he brings in a Nell. Like that's how I see Arouge. It's crazy because I held a poll, and I guess like it's been so long since we've seen Arouge. Like the headcanon has gone crazy. People were saying that like Arouge beat the Pacifista on Sabaody. I'm like, guys, what are you talking about? He didn't beat the Pacifista. He got whooped.
Yeah, I don't remember him beating the Pacifista. I remember, who was he fighting?
He fought a Pacifista for a little bit, and he punched it through a building, and then the
Yeah.
Pacifista shot him, and then Kizaru kicked him, and then Arouge was done.
Didn't he fight at Supernova?
He was fighting Killer for a second.
Yeah, and then
Drake stopped him.
Drake stopped him.
Yeah.
That's where the hype from X Drake came from.
Yeah. And then the thing is, like, people want to gas Arouge. It's like, that's fine. But it's like, at the same time, like, what Arouge did isn't necessarily special. I mean, Frankie blew a Pacifista through, like, a tree. That's all he really did. He just pushed him back for, like, a minute.
I think the presumed karma devil fruit. It's just like, is there a lot of potential in that? Taking
Not really.
it and
the
dishing it
problem
out?
with taking hits and then dishing it out is the fact that Arouge gets wounded by the damage. Like, if Arouge didn't feel the damage, that'd be fine. But people are over here saying, oh, Arouge is going to take Gear 5th attacks, then give Luffy a Gear 5th attack back. It's like, well, can he survive a Gear 5th attack? Because Arouge feels the damage. Like, that's the main problem with the Devil Fruit. Or whatever power it is.
What about this? The damage that he feels, he doesn't have to release it right away. So he can compile damage like Emeth.
Oh, he's been, like, storing it up for years.
So years of damage.
Oh, my God.
So like years
That'd be
of
crazy.
stubbing
I'll
your
give you that
toe.
one.
You just like store it up. And so you have like, maybe that's why he's been away, right? Just storing up damage, right? Just falling from Sky Island all this time. And he's just storing it. And then he kind of converts it into energy or Haki or whatever. I don't know. It could be kind of crazy if he could do that. And then in addition to taking
fine by
damage
me.
in the fight.
If that's what he ends up doing, I'm cool with it.
I think there are ways he can make it cool. Maybe even damages himself and inflicts it on you. Whereas like the more damaged he is, the more stronger he gets, like in general. So it's like he can inflict a damage on you, but like he gets incrementally stronger the more damaged he is after those attacks. Oh.
There's ways, man. He needs like a healing ability. Like him and Mancherry would go crazy.
Yeah? Yeah, if he can just heal every time.
Yeah, if he could just heal every time, like that'd be beautiful.
Or maybe like he can develop that ability on his own where it's like through prayer, it's like a healing ability.
Oh?
I don't know. Don't
Just like
sleep on
claps
the
his
roof,
hands
man.
together and the gods take the damage instead.
I pray for your mercies. He just starts
I
getting
pray,
healed,
God,
man.
take away this pain, please.
Take this pain away. But the thing is, you get to a point because he takes so much damage, you probably become like infallible where you don't even feel it past a certain point.
Yeah, until he fights Cracker.
Damage off.
Yeah, damage off. Yeah.
Cracker's like, no. No.
Are we gonna see Arouge here in Elbaf, or are we gonna see him like at Lodestar? Like, where the hell is this guy?
I don't think he makes sense in Elbaf. Fuck, where does he make sense? He doesn't make sense anywhere at this point. Lodestar, him just being in Lodestar is just like, how?
Yeah, well, how, why, like, what's he doing there?
Shit, I don't know. Like, maybe do we double back to any of these places? You know, where he's like somebody we meet on the way back. He still could be in Elbaf in the Heaven Realm.
Yeah, and then he feels Imu's presence, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay up here for a little bit. I'm fine with this.
Stay up here.
Yeah,
He's like,
I'm not here to
he
fight
said,
Imu.
I knew things would work out. I prayed for it.
Oh my
I've been
God.
waiting for you.
Would he lose or if he did that though? Like, yeah, you know what? I knew everything would work. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I
guess at this point of the story, like, we're not expecting Arouge to be like a big bad brawler. So I guess there's no like aura to lose per se, so it's like kind of whatever.
I think I'm now looking at him as like a figure as opposed to like a fighter.
Yeah,
like
same.
he's just somebody that's gonna impart knowledge and be just like this cool character as opposed to like a foil, I guess.
Yeah, he'll just be fun.
Yeah.
He's probably got like mad jokes too.
Right. He's funny, cool, charismatic. I like it. I can see Luffy ask him to join the crew.
Really? Oh, maybe he's the 10th Nakama.
Well, I don't think he joined, but like just like he's so cool. Luffy's like, hey, do you want to join my crew? It's like Luffy, don't just invite anybody.
I mean, hey, a supernova would be awesome. With that being said, though, guys, let us know what you guys think down below. What are you expecting here in Elbaf? I bet next chapter we're gonna get a lot of fight. Well, I feel like we're gonna get set up for the fights. I think we're gonna get set up and then we're gonna get into it. I am expecting like good old Sanji versus Sommers with Scopper there on the side, maybe coaching Sanji. I think that would be kind of fun. Scopper's like, hey Sanji, like here's your Conqueror's Haki knot. Have fun with it.
That's insane. They're gonna get you, man.
What? Hey, I believe that Sanji's gonna get it, man. I believe him.
Through a hockey knot?
No, okay. It doesn't have to be through a hockey knot, but maybe that's how you learn, right? Like, hey, here's a hockey knot for for now.
Grab the knot, Sanji. Use it. Hold the door.
Sanji only fights with his feet, so like he picks it up and unties with his foot. We see toes.
His toes.
Yeah.
I don't know what people expect. Like while Sanji's carrying Scopper, he's like, "Listen to me, Sanji. This is what you must do." I don't know. I think he unlocks it eventually, but I don't need Scopper being
you don't want him
like
to coach him.
No,
I don't know, man. This could be a great Sanji mentor.
What does he say? Does he whisper sweet nothings in his ear? Like, do this. Use the force. What does he say? What does he tell him?
Maybe Scopper gives Sanji like one of his named attacks. Like, hey Sanji, I dubbed thee Heavenly Foot.
That's insane. I think for Sanji, it's kind of like, well, for Conqueror's Haki, it's either you got it or you don't. And so I can't teach you anything until you got it. So unlock it, and then I can talk to you, bro.
And then Sanji just unlocks it through the fight, maybe? Or like he sees like somebody get hurt.
The only way Sanji would unlock it is if Zoro get Domi reverse and then he's beating his ass.
Yeah, it's either Zoro gets Domi'd and he beats Sanji, then Sanji gets mad, then he unlocks it, or he sees what happened to like Nami and Robin.
Or Nami, Nami gets Domi
and then he
reverse.
locks in.
Yeah, that's the only way. But I think he gets it. I don't think like Sai here. I don't think he needs a Haki knot, but I think he gets it.
I think a Haki knot's just a fun little thing we could do for a little bit. I think
Luffy should give all the Straw Hats Haki knot, like little Haki bombs.
I think he should. Like in the final war, Zoro and Sanji, they don't need it because they got the Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
But, Usopp's over here fighting, Killingham, for example.
Hey, pull this if you need it.
Yeah. When you're about to kill the God Knight, just pull this and then he'll die.
That would be absolutely terrible if Luffy just starts giving everybody like little Haki knot bombs. And that's
Dude,
how
it's going to happen with Bellamy, too. Bellamy's going to come back with a Luffy Haki knot, which Bellamy, I think he will. I just got finished with Dressrosa. Even though Bellamy didn't join the Grand Fleet, I think he'd show up if Luffy was in trouble. He took a piece of the Revery card. Bellamy said, I'm not following you, but I'm taking this just in case. And he took the Revery card. Bellamy would so show up, dude.
Here's
he would.
Thing. Luffy being in trouble, right? What does that look like? Because
maybe Luffy gets kidnapped by Imu here.
We've seen him on the brink of death. So I don't know. I think in trouble probably signifies like maybe they were called upon by somebody. Well, who the hell would call Bellamy? You think they call Bellamy like, yo, we need your services?
I think they're in a group
and then
chat.
he comes back, spring hoppa!
Nah, they're in a group. Dude, the Grand Fleet plus Bellamy, they're in a group chat.
I think they're in a group chat with the Grand Fleet and they have one with Bellamy.
No, don't do that to him, dude. What?
He's not in the actual group chat.
man.
He's in a separate group chat.
Don't do that to him. That's mean.
I don't think Sai is in the group chat with Bellamy.
Man.
I think he left it.
Why do you hate Bellamy like this, bro?
I love Bellamy.
What did he do to you?
I love Bellamy. They just don't like him. I love him.
God.
That is all.
But yeah, if Luffy's thing was burning, we'd get like the whole Grand Fleet showing up. Hell, I bet even Sabo shows up too. Sabo
and your
definitely
boy, Hyrurin.
Hey, I like Hyrurin, man. This chapter really did a lot for the Hyrurin stocks.
I don't know if it did a lot this chapter, but I think seeing his dad and seeing his brother, you can't be ass your entire life. He'll be okay at some point.
Yeah, I still really thought Hyrurin would get like a nice weapon by now, but
he still can.
Yeah, he can. The sword in Yarl's head. I think that's gonna be it.
Much. Yeah, kill that old fart.
Yeah, kill him. Pull it out. Maybe that's where Law comes in. You know, he just
I think Yarl actually kills
out.
himself. I think he kills himself.
Good old Yarl is about to fight Imu in the gang, so maybe he doesn't survive.
Folded, bro. Yeah, I think he's gonna say like, "This is passed down from your dad. Use it to save your life." Blah blah blah. Because we don't really need him.
I can't believe you'd say that. But that being said, though, guys, let us know what you think down below, and we'll catch you guys in a week, whenever the next chapter comes out. Peace out, y'all.